Thank you, great bust.
Welcome to Omnia. We left last time with our valiant, epic heroes being persecuted in the cells. We now go to them as citizens, getting a tour of the megastructure. So you're going down corridors, and slowly the walls begin to go from this lightish sort of office-esque sort of colour to officially blackened, like almost like charcoal black walls, but is engravings in the walls that look like they're actually gold.
I was going to say, are the engravings like words, or are they just like vibe?
They look like...
Get out of here.
The engravings are of historical events.
Okay.
That look like they're of figures of ancient times doing specific acts. You see one man, he's got spiky hair and he's raising a hammer up, and it looks like Omnia is forming from the hammer as light is coming out of a large orb-esque sort of...
Is that in the brochure that I was given?
It is not in the brochure. There seems to be dragons, some look like they're fighting, some look like they're not fighting. There's whales looking like they're going across some of the corridors. Lots of different kinds of sigils and memorabilia. Yeah.
Is this like space whales or like...
You think they could
water
be...
whales?
You believe they could be space whales. They have multiple flippers and it looks like lightning's coming off of them.
And how discombobulating is this for someone who is not of this realm?
It's a lot to take in very quickly. Most people get given all this sort of information before they come to Omnia. You guys kind of fell into it.
Yeah.
So she's talking about the history of Omnia, how it was formed about 10,000 years ago by the creator god, the Prime. How they've been expanding the realm with the three goddesses of the realm for that entire time, and how essentially Omnia's economic system works, how its trade system works. You guys will essentially be taken to a megastructure, which is a massive city-sized architectural piece that can have magical or highly advanced technological properties. And you guys will be put into one of these structures. The first one you'll be put into would be the Exxon megastructure, which is designed around a large hourglass theme, and that says that in the brochure as well. Jobs in Omnia are all over the place. There's bounty hunting, there's just normal day-to-day jobs, there's crazy jobs like ether ship pilot, which is flying through the actual area between planets, which you've found out isn't actually a void in Omnia. It's all breathable. So there's actually large, massive migrations of creatures from one planet to another.
Is it breathable and transversable, or is it like... Do I maintain sort of momentum? If I was to jump off a planet and escape velocity, do I just continue going forever, or do I
Gravity
kind of gradually
does
slow
indeed
down?
begin to become more and more weightless as you go around away from gravitational bodies. But to essentially reinforce this, your hostess does actually open a window, jump out a little bit, and then, because there's a little bit of oxygen and there's actually oxygen in space, she uses that to essentially waft her way back into the window.
Just think of it like Mario Galaxy.
Yahoo!
We're gonna have to talk to legal about that reference.
Sorry.
What are they going to do? Sue us?
For name dropping?
Anyway. She brings you to a large bust. This bust looks like it's of the same crazy-haired individual beforehand. So he looks crazy-haired, bearded, mouth wide open, eyes kind of look like they're going in two different directions. And she says, "Now, if you'll come with me to this bust of the Prime, if you ask it a question, it will respond. As we're on a little bit of a time crunch, if you want to ask one question each about anything to do with the plane, this bust will probably be able to answer."
Alright, so Flea sort of like shuffles up the statue and always in like a plea, just like, is the money slime's going to eat me?
There's like a quietness in the room all of a sudden, as you hear like a rumbling, and then the statue just goes, "Now!"
Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that to be so direct.
Would you happen to have any questions for the bust of the Prime?
Who is the Prime?
The Prime is the central god of Omnia. Richard Rutland. Once human turned changeling turned god, helped defeat ancient demons back in the day, before forming the entire universe of Omnia as you see before you. He became a god of magic through accidents, and is a master of knowledge and trickery.
This is good. This is fantastic. I knew coming here was a good idea.
Excellent. And would you happen to have any questions for the Prime? You may whisper them to him if you wish to have some privacy.
Will I have a good life here?
Again, there's like a silence, or like a bit of a rumbling, and then you just you get the unclear.
I thought we were meant to be all knowing.
You do what you can.
Got 2 answers.
She's just like Jesus Christ. Would you happen to have a question for the bust of the Prime?
In this realm, what is the best way to quickly get people to trust me?
There is a book on how to make friends and influence people. It can be found at any library throughout Omni.
Perfect. Thank you, great bust.
You're welcome. And you?
He answers anything?
That the bust knows, yes. The bust is not a god, but it has a lot of information.
How do I obtain all of the money as quickly as possible? I have debts.
The eyes of the statue like glow, and then the actual hostess that's been touring you guys around looks like she's a bit shocked and surprised as the bust goes into detail on the cloning process, on how to make yourself into a clone, and then how to essentially make an empire based on crafting and or anything you can imagine to get large quantities of money indefinitely.
Did anyone write that down?
I'm just in the background, like, recording it all very, very quickly.
Do you only get one question?
The actual explanation took like 5 minutes, so she's like, we need to go. She like goes behind the actual bust and like pulls out a plug. Like, we're leaving.
As we're leaving, can I ask her if there's a copy of that book the bus mentioned somewhere on the station I could grab?
Yes, at the end of the tour, we will be passing through one of the libraries within this Dawnstar megastructure, which is the actual name of the megastructure, right?
Perfect.
And then you'll be able to pick up that book there if you wish.
Thank you.
The Dawnstar megastructure also has excellent scenic views, and she actually takes you to a different section of the megastructure that has a view of one of the planets. And as you actually look out, you find you're in space. You're actually on a large moon that looks like it's orbiting the central planet. She calls it Centaria. As you're observing, you can see stars, but they look slightly different, like almost prismatic in nature, like shifting colours, as the stars do in here. But one of the other moons surrounding on this Centaria is actually like broken into pieces and looks like it's almost like an asteroid field as it's floating around. The central planet looks massively forested with huge oceans, everything looks amplified, and you even see a large pod of those same whales beforehand flying over the central planet.
Are they like normal whales?
They are 6 flippered whales with lightning coming off their backs. And look also prismatic, as it almost looks like they've got scales going down their bodies. So they're like fluoresce almost.
They're like the rainbow fish.
Yeah, kinda, exactly.
Those are sacred creatures.
They're sick.
They are very cool, aren't they?
I'm gonna be like trying to record as best I can, like put into words so that I can use this in songs and poems later.
She actually does take you guys to an observation area which has seats and everything. A lot of people who first come to Omnia, they feel moments of inspiration and even religious awakenings just by observing the scenery and the native wildlife of the realm.
Those are native to here?
Technically, yes. You see, that goes into another story about the Prime, you see. The Prime made the sacred whales from a clone of the sacred whales, and then used these sacred whales to fight demons and giant man-eating dragons before releasing them into Omnia.
Hold on. He used whales to fight demons.
It was, according to history, a rather spectacular moment when he finally revealed the army of whales he cloned for himself.
Those things are incredibly rare where I come from.
They are everywhere here.
Oh, that's not.
Okay.
I wouldn't think of using whales to fight demons.
Okay, I'm fine.
Well, it was a large dragon.
It's a large dragon.
A dragon the size of a city, really. But yes, it was a big fight. This was 10,000 years ago or so. Anyway, we should probably be getting on with the tour. Does anyone have any final questions before we get to the final section of the tour? Yes.
Are the whales edible?
It is forbidden to ingest the whale meat.
No, yeah, do not eat them.
Not good.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're probably poisonous.
You will be hunted down
No,
and burnt at the stake.
that won't happen here.
I do like steak.
No, you will be turned into steak.
That is not going to happen here.
Ah,
He will be given a fine, and then forced to repay the debt of cloning the whale again.
is that expensive?
Quite expensive.
Like 3 gold?
Several thousand heart.
Ah,
They're also very hard to kill anyway.
I didn't want to kill it. Just taste.
In that case, maybe a small fine.
You're going to take a chunk. Never mind. I don't. Forgot I asked.
Anyway, we will be moving on to the final stage unless there are any more questions.
Final stage. We haven't we only just started? We just see planets from above. Is that it?
Well, on this megastructure, there it is. Eventually, you'll be taken down to your own quarters, given your own devices and such. In fact, we're about to give you your next set of things, if you wish to have them. Well, you don't. It's more like you're required to have them. So this is going to be the more annoying part of our tour. If you'll find me. She goes behind a counter and points to a large assortment of devices that look like glasses, hats. There's even like fake eyes, prosthetic limbs. No weapons though, nothing like that. Just things you can wear, bracelets, rings and such. These are all known as Omnian acclimation devices. They will allow you to acclimate to the realm of Omnia itself, as all of its native inhabitants are, allowing you to channel its magics and essentially slowly become one of us. In a non-physical way, you won't physically change.
So this won't affect us if we go home?
No, you're still already acclimated to that realm. The realm here is different. When it was made, they stitched together lots of different parts of different realms, so the process on your magic and even your soul can actually be a little rough when you're living here for an extended period of time. So if you want to stay here a long time, even just a few weeks, it is best to have one of these devices on you. Now, you guys are immigrating, so you won't be renting, you will be purchasing. And I know each of you doesn't have the required funds of 1,000 heart. So you will be put into debt, but that's not a big deal here. You can either pay it off, take out a loan, which, in my opinion, just is more money down the drain, work it off, or find a benefactor, but you go into debt first.
Oh, but my friend, I already have a benefactor here.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
Who?
I'm going to scramble and start trying to just come up with a name.
Alright.
Is there a role involved for that? What will that be?
Give me a name and let's see how lucky you are.
Okay. The Lady Clarentine Codswallop.
The Codswallops?
Yes.
Yes. And how do you know of the Codswallops?
they said they'd pay for my acclimation.
But didn't you fall into Omnia accidentally, based on your own file?
You must be misreading it. Wait, I've had the
I can
chance
call the
to...
magistrate if you'd like.
Why don't you call the Codswallops?
Okay. You should stay here.
Kale, what are you doing?
Trying to pay less money.
5 minutes go by, and she walks back. They have no idea who you are.
Are they willing to pay?
Not at all. Now, you're not actually paying, you're going into debt. So, we're going to give you these devices, and you'll eventually pay it off in time. Or, if you actually do a job for us, it'll be taken out of that pay. So, you do one job for free, and then you keep the device. But that'll be at a time later. We don't worry about that now. One person went a whole year before they got their job.
What sort of job are we talking about?
Oh, this could be anything from helping the elderly for a day to taking out rampaging dragons.
That's one hell of a roll of the dice.
Roll credit. Oh yes, it really does go on the what is required of that day. Depends on how many immigrations we have and such. It's a whole process. Anyway, I'm going to go around and you guys are going to pick an item for yourself. We'll start with you, Fleb. Fleeb. Hang on. Oh, Flev. I'm sorry, my speech of the Oozan language is a little rusty.
Close enough.
Which of these items would you enjoy?
He sort of like his eyes dart around, just looking at all the different items. He says, I'll go with a hat.
Excellent. What kind of hat would you like? A trilby, fedora, wide brim, short brim, cap?
Just sort of
one with the propeller?
Oh, maybe one that's sort of like traditionally wizardly. He points into the one that's like shaped out of his slime already.
Okay, yes, they give you a traditional wide-brimmed Gandalf-style wizard hat. Excellent, thank you.
Like when he actually gets his hands on, his eyes actually kind of like light and sparkle. It's like, becoming real wizard.
You can feel the magical power radiating off this thing. Alright, Mr. Xanth. What kind of item would you like?
Are any of these not metal?
Yes, we have wooden trinkets, various wooden things. So you're of the Druidic persuasion?
My whole life I've lived in forests and travelled from...
yes, would suffice. So wood then.
Would be fine.
See what you did there.
I did what?
Wood.
Would
Be fine.
would be fine.
Would be fine. Anyway, would you like beads, bracelet, ring?
I'll have a bangle. Bracelet.
Bracelet, okay, cool. Yeah, she'd look like her face was like wide-eyed, just like, and that is a... she gets you a bangle. There you are. You feel, same as your Patriot, large amounts of magical energy coming off this thing. And, Solaire, what would you like?
Do you have something that would match the rest of my jewellery? Perhaps a ring?
We definitely have rings. What sort of stone would you like?
Sapphire.
We have sapphire. In fact, it's a favourite of one of our major deities, so there's sapphires all over the place.
Excellent.
She pulls out a sapphire ring, gives it to you.
Yep.
The ring itself inside the actual sapphire has almost like a sigil inside of it, but it's kind of hard to make out.
Alright, I'll put it on.
Just looks like a circle with various shapes inside of it.
Okay.
Mr. Kale?
What do you have that will help my noble look?
Noble look, you say? If you want to be really on the nose, we do have a crown and or tiara. If you want to be less ostentatious about it, we have a royal-esque cloak with fur at the top.
I'll take the cloak, please.
Cloak. Right, so it's a long, like, red cloak, again with a sigil on the back. This sigil looks a little more easier to, like, actually read properly. So it's a circle with two layered circles inside of it, and the middle layer has a matrix of different geographic shapes, essentially, throughout this center.
Can I ask what the sigil means?
This sigil is a stabilization sigil. It's not of our sacred Omnian language, but it is of an arcane basis.
So that's what powers it?
That just keeps all of the magic inside.
Okay.
Mr. Galfane.
So this item will give us debt. Is there? If we don't take one of these, what am I going to split?
You'll get very sick, and they start to wither, and you'll be forced to leave Omnia.
So that's where the sick comes into play.
How long?
About a week.
So people get sick.
And what does? Otherwise, the item do anything else, or?
It allows you to channel magic.
I've never been able to cast spells.
This allows you to cast spells.
Sorry?
Yes, this item allows you to cast low-level basic spells all day.
So you're saying I will become a wizard?
You can cast cantrips, I think.
That's hippie.
You'll be able
is
to
a
cast
hippie?
cantrip.
It's this.
You'll be able to cast cantrip.
So a wizard.
I'm a tiefling.
Can you-
Tiefling.
Sir?
Called me
yes,
hippie.
yes, good. Sit down.
Yeah.
You'll be a wizard, yes.
I can live with that.
Excellent. What kind of...
Any suggestions?
So as she's like pointing up and like any suggestions, her hands kind of like go down. She looks at you, looks at the variety of things, and then eventually finds a necklace with a chain around it and a stone in the middle with the sigil. It's like, would this interest you?
Yep.
Gives it to you. And she's like, okay, now you just go down that corridor, and you'll be met with the greeter.
Now, how do you do the spells?
It just takes a little bit of time. After a long rest, after a nap, you'll be able to begin casting spells. You must attune to the item. Now, if you go down that hallway, you'll be met by the greeter, and all of you will eventually be shuttled off to Exxon. Yes, we have little flying ships in the sky that go from here to the ground on the planet.
You don't need to slow down. You're talking as if I am a child. Just explain what it is.
But it says here in your file from the magistrate that I should talk to you all this week if you start asking questions.
Who pissed him off? Was it you? You're talking, pointing at the bard.
It's alright, Alex.
Not me. I have never pissed anyone off in my life. I am
really doubt that.
faultless.
No.
Weren't you being
Definitely
chased by a bunch
not.
of people
You
before we got
definitely
here?
getting chased by gods.
They don't like freedom.
But that technically means you've pissed them off because you were
No.
being freedomed.
No, not me. They hate freedom, and they saw me as the personification of that. It wasn't me they were annoyed at.
Don't try. He's contrarian, I think that is word.
Right.
I'm not contrarian.
Is that a horse?
You are making my point.
You see, like you guys look back a second, and you see like the woman just like hands in head. That way, the greeter. Please,
Okay.
I have other jobs to do.
Sorry.
I've already started walking off.
Oh wait, little one, come back.
I walk faster.
So you guys are going down this relatively long corridor when suddenly the lights actually start flickering on and off.
I suddenly appear behind the jelly wizard. I hear you know how to do wizard things.
He easily startled. You don't want to do that.
When you do a spell, do you have to pick a word? Is there already a word associated? I'm asking you all these things, like components.
Well,
I see you do a thing with your hands sometimes, but I notice you don't really have fingers all the time. Do you need fingers?
I mean, not necessarily. You need fingers.
Oh, great, now they both set each other off.
Is there a particular language? Because I don't know that many.
I had to travel through the city with this person.
If a wizard has no hand, can they still cast spells
Yes.
if they have no hands?
It doesn't necessarily need to be with hands. You can actually do it with your head, your feet. If if you
Yeah.
had a tail.
You can headbutt a
So
spell.
it's the intent of the.
Technically, you could.
It's the intent of the movement as opposed to the
Pretty
movement
much.
itself.
It's more just movement. It doesn't require actual like, phalanges to do all the wiggles and all that.
Emma, you're walking in front. You see the greeter, but then the lights also turn off again before flashing back on. And the greeter looks physically confused. So he's a large, bald man, completely clean-shaven. His eyes seem to be glowing a little bit. So when the lights turn off, you still see his eyes kind of darting back and forth a bit. You guys do eventually get to him. He's just like, I was... Look like he was meant to be reading off of a script or something, just like welcome you guys to Omnia properly. But now he's like really confused.
Is something matter?
First off, greetings.
Hi.
Hello.
Is this normal?
No,
Oh no.
we don't usually have flicking.
Would you be willing to give your company the heart that they want to take from me for this cloak?
No. Now, if you guys will wait here, please. I need to go talk to someone about these lights. It's making my job very weird. They told me it would be constant conditions. He leaves for about 5 minutes before the lights just go off and stay off.
Did you do this?
How would I be doing this?
Dark and mysterious. Was
Dark and
He has
mysterious
a
with
line.
sword.
oh, not spellcaster. Dark and mysterious.
No.
Because
I mean, they still could be. Some can cast through swords.
I can hear you.
So can I, wizard.
sorry.
I do not spell
Oh,
currently. Apparently I can now after sleep.
Can I try and use some light magic now that I've got this cloak?
So you attempt to use the cloak, but then the hostess's words flash in your mind of, you need to sleep first.
I try again.
Nothing happens.
I can turn on natural light if you want.
So as you turn on your natural light,
So I produce flame in my fingers with a spark.
And the smoke alarm goes off.
right, so as you guys are beginning to create some light, a strange creature starts moving towards you from the distance. You hear like squelching sounds similar to what Jack makes, but like also with a clanking of like bone or metal underneath each squelch.
Leaf with metal in it.
Yes, there's good metal in it. So, as you guys, I assume, turn with the light to in the direction of the squelching, you see a humanoid-sized creature covered in ooze with a skeleton underneath that seems to be ambling towards you in an aggressive fashion. Let's get this combat underway. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Awesome. First initiative of the session.
I win initiative.
I think I win this
The
shit.
game, yeah.
No, me.
Oh no, it's terrible.
All right, can I please get people's initiatives? Who got over 20? What'd you get?
21.
21.
What? I'm a rogue, bro.
I'm a rogue, bruh.
Bro.
You're also level 1.
I put everything in Dex.
Okay, who got 15 to 20? What'd you get?
15.
Oh, 15.
I'll be here all night.
Oh no.
Or day, whenever you're
Who
listening.
got 10 to 15?
12.
Who got 5 to 10? What did you two get?
6.
9.
So these creatures, about 30 feet from you, as they enter from the blackness, you see their oozing steps oozing towards you. As they look like they're pulsating and writhing in their own jelly.
Are the steps like plop, plop?
Yep, pretty much. Exactly. In fact, it's actually plop, step, plop, step. Solaire, you may act first.
Yeah, I'm gonna see these gross, ploppy guys in front of me.
Indeed.
Do they look particularly hostile?
Very.
I'm gonna...
There's blood in their jelly.
I'm going to hide.
Alright. Alright.
No doubt that.
Yeah. If there's no actual like corners or anything to hide behind, I'm hiding behind the big guy.
Okay, so you go behind your former adversary, now meat shield. So how do you hide behind him? Based on how well you rolled and how you think he'll be.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm going to try to move behind him fast enough that they won't see me. And because he's so tall and I'm so small, I'm gonna be like perfectly behind one of his legs, just like. It's a stealth.
Yes.
That's a 26.
Excellent. Okay. They are still jellying towards, but as far as you can tell, they're not jellying towards you.
Excellent.
After that, we go dolphin ooze. So one of them oozes a little bit, then very quickly oozes and starts almost like swimming through his own bile. As he double moves towards Big Man. But now he has no movement left. Everyone, now that they're seeing this creature up close, there's almost like a pressing in your heads that feels like maybe it would soon lead to something. Like, there's like a weird feeling in the back of your heads. Okay, after Dolphin Ooze, we go Kate.
I'm going to roll on up to him and use my daggers to try and shank him.
Sure.
My main attack, bonus action. Right, so main attack, 17.
You said 17?
21.
Are you hit?
Alright. I'm assuming a 9's not going to.
That does miss.
That is 5 damage.
Excellent. He looks a wee bit on the wounded side. Now, as you stab into him, you have to get... To actually hit him, you got to go through a decent amount of jelly. Especially with a dagger.
Yeah.
So your hand, sticky.
Yuck.
It doesn't feel good.
I will...
It goes in with an actual, like you feel like a plot, like a actual... There's suction behind it as you enter the jelly.
The moment I feel I make contact, I'll then rip out so I can try and...
Yeah, just start flailing your hand.
Try and get the... Kind of like, like when you've got wet hands, just flick it off, like hopefully just flick off
And
this...
that's probably why you missed your second attack.
Yeah.
As you pull it out, it's just like...
Exactly. Okay, after Kale, we go Xanth.
That doesn't look friendly. Is this one of your friends?
No.
No. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to burn it. So I'm going to use Firebolt.
Excellent.
I hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range, and make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Excellent. Please do. What's your roll?
13.
You hit. Roll damage.
1d10. 7.
So as the mote of fire hits, it looks like it actually boils the ooze before digging in, hitting the individual. Who looks like he's writhing in pain, but you can't really hear anything until the bubbles finally reach their way to the surface of the ooze, and then you just hear this.
Oh, interesting.
How much damage, sir?
7.
He's not looking too good. Then we go to his mate, Bat Ooze, who looks like he also does the same swimming action right towards Kale before attempting to attack Kale. So from the ooze, it looks like he generates a sword of some description that comes out of the ooze. As he's thrusting his hand out, the sword materializes through the ooze. And he attempts to whack you. But unfortunately for him, Nat 1s prevent that sort of thing from happening. As the ooze comes out, you do get hit by it, but it then bends, like it's made of silly putty. And before you see the actual facial expression of the creature inside the ooze just change, to shock. Before we go to Galfane.
First freaked out by the jelly dolphin that has run towards me. I tell it personal space, gets too close. I like to rage, yelling personal space. Then seeing my new friend stab it twice, I get what's happening now. And I take out my battle axe and swing. Please. Not bad. So that's a 13 on the dice plus axe.
You hit.
Sweet.
How much damage?
1d10 plus 2.
And how are you swinging this beast of a thing?
As a sort of Also take it off my back, so it'll be kind of a diagonal down.
Okay, good.
Yes. The optimal way for axe damage.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
9 axe damage. I have the weapon mastery topple, so can they please make a Constitution saving throw? DC is 12.
I rolled a nat 20.
Whoa.
That's probably going to happen.
It looks like the axe goes right through him, like even through the guy in the middle. But as the top half comes away, the ooze pulls him back together, and it looks like he's bloodied, and there's now blood coming into the ooze, but he's still standing.
Yeah. So yeah, if he passes, he just would have fell over.
All right. Unless Galthane has anything else you'd like to do.
No, I got angry, swung an axe.
Easy. Cleave.
Me.
Your people are revolting.
Yes, they are. It's terrible. Idiots.
Oh, plus 2 more damage for rage thing.
Oh, actually, hold on, Cleave. How do you want to do this? Those 2 damage changed everything.
That changed everything. Don't worry about it then. Don't worry. No. I forgot.
You forgot to rage until you finished the story.
Yeah, I raged at the end then. Yeah.
Sure.
You raged because you forgot to rage.
he sticks back together. Then I get angry.
All right. He may only be on 1 HP.
He looks weak.
Jack, back to you. What's Flea doing?
Flea, he's like freaking the hell out, and it just immediately just lightning from his fingers.
So you Palpatine this guy?
Palpatine the pound sack like this. No, don't like you.
Alrighty, cool. So the dolphin one, I imagine?
The one that actually looks like the least damage.
The least damage, okay.
Because that would be the scariest, because that means they can still hurt me.
The least damage, yes. Go ahead, Jack. You have the con. What's that?
That is a 10 in total.
Your unlimited power, as it was, goes into this creature, but then it seems like you don't have enough juice, because he's grounded, and it just kind of dissipates.
That usually works.
Do you do anything else?
No, really, I don't think... Yeah, no. That'll be it.
Beautiful. After Fleeve, we go Solaire, who's still hiding behind that guy.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try to stab the dolphin ooze.
How are you stabbing? Through Galthane's legs, or
I assume he's standing, right? So I'm just going to, like, move so that... I don't want to say that. Okay. I'm going to move so I'm going to stab the dolphin ooze between his legs, because I'm shorter. Or, like, around.
Sure, around Galthane's leg.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Do I have advantage?
You do not, actually.
Okay. 15.
That does hit, though. So, and you do get your sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
And does. And want to kill it?
9.
It does. How do you want to kill it?
I'm just gonna, like, if there's any of the ooze that's touching him, I kind of, like, flick it off. But, like, stab it. Like, I'm trying to, like, push it away, and I'm like, oh, I've killed it.
As you like push it away, its top half comes off and it falls out of you.
And I'm like, ah! Yes.
And the ooze itself is still alive, writhing, but the guy is dead.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. Go back behind the tall guy's leg.
Beautiful.
Galthane's leg.
We go back to Dolphin Ooze. He is writhing in dead. We go to Kale, who is not writhing in dead.
I will attack the bat ooze.
Sounds good. I will remind the players we do have flanking. So does Kale move around to
I shall in that case move, rotate a little bit.
Beautiful.
So I'm there able to do that.
They're now cross-sectioning the ooze.
Once again, I'm using the same dice for
Beautiful.
attack, bonus attack. So attack is a not going to hit. That's a nat 1. The other one with my +4 is also not going to hit unless it does.
Advantage. You get to roll again.
Second than your first attack.
That was your first attack.
Okay, so with advantage, my primary attack comes an 8. 22.
You hit.
And the bonus one is a 13.
You hit.
Yeah,
Both
cool.
hit.
Which means I do
12 million damage.
with 2d4. It's pretty impressive.
The modifier.
So that's 5, 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Beautiful. Again. But this time it happens to both hands.
Yay.
Alrighty. After Kale, we go Xanth.
The boiling did the trick last time. I'm just going to cast Fireball again. 13 on the
You
dice,
hit.
so I automatically hit.
Yes, you do.
8.
Very nice. So after Xanth, we actually go to the Bat Ooze, who will attempt to attack the largest threat, which happens to be Calvane. Will he roll on that one again? Find out now. Doesn't look good though. The ooze, as it starts flailing its arms at you, that is only a 12.
My armor class is 15. Buddy.
Well, again, what happens to what happened to Kale last time? That happens to a large whip-like structure comes out to attack you, and it's just silly putty again.
I will attempt to slap that as I'm trying to pull my axe out of the ground.
It's actually your turn.
I slap it out. Trying to pull up my axe out of the ground really angrily after figuring out I almost killed it. Uppercut with the axe towards the Bat Ooze.
Beautiful. You have advantage.
Yeah!
Subscribe.
Oh, that's nice.
You hit.
One of them are good. Let's just put that one in the trash, the other one. 22 to hit, so then a D10. That's nice again. 9. 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I would like to split it, and then the part that's still in the air, kick it away.
So yes, as you split it, you kick it, and it flies out of its ooze, and it looks like there's this touching moment where the ooze reaches out for him, and he reaches out for his ooze. The light leaves his eyes just as he falls on the ground. Blood goes everywhere. The ooze writhes before falling to the ground.
So when's the shuttle?
I did not expect to see zombies here.
I thought they said this place was safe.
That's not what zombies look like. I thought they're like bony or rotten. This one is laminated.
I don't believe this is plastic. Kick some of the ooze.
The ooze is still alive, but is slowly dying. As you kick it, writhes in pain.
Oh.
I just stamp a little bit with the axe.
Those parts that you stamp look like they're dying.
It's already dying. It needs a host, I think. Just stabs it more.
Alright, on that note, I would like to thank my players
You're
for
welcome.
jumping in and to this new area and enjoying the crap that we just spilled out of our mouths. And to the listeners who put up with this crap that came out of our mouths. Just like to thank everyone who actually stayed and listened to the whole damn thing. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.